Another Flutter tutorial. In today's episode, we'll learn how to work with Container Widget. Container Widget is another widget from Material Design that allows you to customize a child widget, the same way as we did with the card widget, but Container Widget has more options. We can add padding, margin, border, background color, or background image inside of a container to customize a child. So let's say in this episode, instead of returning the center widget inside of the scaffolding body, we want to return the container widget. Start typing container and you will add it. When you save, you cannot see a container right here, but a container is being added inside of your scaffolding widget. So to see it, let's use the first property, which is the color property, and use colors dot red. Save it, and this will make your background color for your body of the scaffolding red. This behavior is happening because we are not providing a child for your container, so this container will try to be as big as possible and fill the available space. So to see the change, let's come right here and use the child property. Now let's use the text widget. Let's say that for the text we have a text widget inside a container. Save everything, and now you can see that this container is just large enough to wrap this text widget. Let's style this text widget a bit. I have a link in the description below, and you can click on the card on the screen right here to see that video about text widget, where you can learn how to add and customize text widget in Flutter. So let's use this style property, and here you can add the text style, and here we want to add the font size. So let's say 20.0, and let's change the color for the text. So colors class dot, let's say white to have a contrast, give it a comma. And now you can see this will increase this container widget a bit because we increase the font size for your text. You can also specify how you want to align this child widget using the align property. This will take the align class. This class is a enum, and we have a bunch of options that we can use right here. Let's say we want to make it center. Let's use this center. Save, and this will make this card big again to fill this available space. But you can override this behavior by constraining your container using the width and the height property. Let's say the width we want to use 400.0 in width, and for the height let's say 300.0. Save, and you can see now your container is just according to your width and height value. The next property I want to show you is the margin property. This property will take the edgely set.all name constructor, and you say for the value, let's say 8.0, and this will add an empty space around your container and the scaffolding widget, because the container widget is a direct child of this scaffolding widget. You can also add padding, but to see padding, let's comment all this property from the width, the height, and the alignment. And now you can copy the same class as we saw in the video about the padding widget. These two properties take the same type of argument, so you can use the same class. And now let's change the value. First let's save, and now let's change the value for the padding. Let's say 30 pixel. Save, and this will increase your size of your container. Beside all these properties, you can hover over your container widget and you can see other properties that we can use. We already used the alignment, the padding, the color, the width, the height, and the margin. You can also have the transform. This will rotate your container. You have the constraints that you can use. You have this decoration. Let's learn how to work with the decoration now. come right here, start typing decoration, and this will take a box decoration. So if you hover over this box decoration, we have the property for the color. You can add an image right here using the decoration image property. You have the border. You can add a border and a shadow, just like we did with the card widget. And you can also change the corners of your container using a border radius. And here you have the shape. You can also change the shape of your container. You can see by default this shape is a rectangle. So let's learn how to work with a few of these properties. If you come right here and use the colors again and start typing colors dot, let's say this amber, give it a comma and save, and you will get an error. This is happening because we are using right here this property color, and then we are specifying another color inside of this box decoration. You cannot have these two properties at the same time, so come right here, comment this property, save, and then restart your app, and this arrow will be gone. Right here, besides of this color properties inside of this box decoration, we can add an image. So start typing image. Here you will have to use this class decoration image, and this will expect an image provider as the first property. Hover over it, you can see right here image provide. One image provide is an image from your assets. So you can come right here, start typing assets image, and here you have to provide the path to your image, the same way as we did in the video about working with Image Widget. So our images are inside of assets folder, and inside of this image subfolder you can find this card.jpg. So let's start typing assets /image /car dot, and now the extension is jpg. Save, and this will add an image as a background color. If you hover over this decoration image, you can see we have the property fit, which you can use to align our image inside of this container. So you can use the fit, and again you can use box fit dot, and you have a few properties. Let's use cover, and this image will fill this container. If you don't want to use cover, you can use fill the width. Okay, give it a comma. Besides the image and the background color, you can also use the border. Here you provide the border dot all name constructor. You can specify the color for your border. Let's say colors dot red. Give it a comma, and now for the width, let's say 4.0. Save, and now we have a border in your container. Give it a comma. Another class that you can use is another property actually you can use is the border radius. Right here you can use border radius dot all, or you can use border radius circular. If you come right here, border radius dot all, hover over it, this will expect a radius class, so you can use radius dot right here, radius dot, and you have the name constructor circular, and here you provide a value, let's say 8.0. Save, and this will make it this corners rounded. If you don't want to use this border radius dot all, you can use border radius dot circular, and here you just provide the double value for your border radius. So let's say now 16.0. Save, and this will make it more curvy. And now you can also use the transform property. This will take this class matrix 4. We have a few name constructor. Let's use this rotation z. This will rotate this container in the main axis and the cross axis. So let's say here we have to provide a value for your rotation. So let's say 0.2. Save, and this rotates a little bit on this side. If you pass a negative side, this will rotate on the left side. So this is how you can work with container. As you can see, we have a list of properties that we can use to customize our container. Let's just uncomment these 3 properties right here, save, and this will increase the size of your container. Let's remove now this negative value and let's use 0.1, save everything, and this is how you can work with container widget. So this is it for this video. If you find this video useful, give a like, and if you have any question, leave a comment. I'll reply to you as soon as possible, and subscribe for our channel to help our channel and to get notification when new videos are coming out. See you on the next one.